I'm Tachic Hickman-Piazza, founder and principal designer of home and lifestyle brand Allured by Design. And guess what? I'm finally taking you all on a shopping excursion with me. In Boutique Shopping Saturdays with Allured by Design, we're going off the beaten path where I'll be highlighting local designers in their boutiques right here in my hometown of New Orleans. Because when it comes to shopping for my home, my philosophy is and will forever be, I only want the best of the best. And I'm sure you all do too. So let's get ready to explore and visit the best places to shop. There are some elements of design that do take a little bit of courage to either embrace or commit to. For neutral palette lovers, committing to color definitely takes some courage. Or the same can be said vice versa. Even embracing antiques can be a bit of a challenge when your style is more modern and contemporary. But the great thing about design is that we can all move at a pace that works best for us. And we can all style our homes to our heart's desire with accents, furnishings, and colors we love the most. Because ultimately, our homes are sanctuaries that should always bring comfort and peace. Yet when we're ready to take the leap of faith and try something new and a little different from our norm, there is such a thing called wallpaper to spice up the energy in our home. And don't call it a comeback, because wallpaper has never gone out of style. It's always been here and always will be. It's just many of us, myself not included, that have moved on to other things. But Brittany Ellis, owner of Pattern Collective, is gonna take us through the fun world of wallpaper and why it continues to be a fun element of design that will never go out of style. Let's go in. Hey, Allured loves, how y'all doing today? I know I'm feeling lovely. I'm in this gorgeous pattern dress because I am sitting with the owner of the Pattern Collective, Brittany. So I'm gonna let Brittany introduce herself to you all and tell us a little bit about the Pattern Collective.
I'm Brittany, owner of the Pattern Collective, and we specialize in boutique or artisan wallpapers and patterns, coordinating fabrics and home textiles.
So Brittany, tell us how you got into the world of wallpaper, a little bit about your journey, because you started just
as an interior designer.
As an interior designer, and now you specialize specifically in wallpaper. So tell us about that journey.
While working as an interior designer, I was so intrigued by these small textile and pattern designers.
Okay.
They were doing things from their homes and like printing from their kitchens, and I was like, this is so crazy and really, really neat. And a lot of the patterns were a lot more unique than the typical kind of things you see in the big design centers. So the Pattern Collective was born from there.
What do you absolutely love about wallpaper?
It has this kind of magical ability to transform a space. It just creates like depth, and it's just so much more than just a flat paint.
To me, it totally changes the vibe and the mood of a space. You know, it can either be moody, it can be fun, it can be vibrant, lively. Love, love, love just the whole vibe that wallpaper can bring. My personal favorite, I like any kind of wallpaper that's textured, because I'm a touchy-feely girl. Not necessarily like a rough texture, but just something, you know,
add a little bit of depth.
Yeah, where I can almost like feel the work that's kind of going into it. All right, so let's talk about the evolution of wallpaper. What it's like working with it today versus what it used to be years ago.
Oh, it's just come so far. It's I like to say it's like not your grandma's wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's not. It really isn't. Like the old days of the paisleys and the checkerboard and little apples and things like that, ducks, like, oh. But it's come so far, and there are so many patterns available. There's something for everybody.
So even with wallpaper being more modernized today, being even more fun today than it was years ago, why do you think it is so hard for people even today to commit to wallpaper?
I think there is this common misconception that it's difficult. and everybody thinks, oh, it's such a commitment.
Issues.
It is commitment issues. They don't want to commit. They think, oh, this has to be up forever if I put it up, or it's going to tear up my walls if I take it down. But we have come such a long way as far as materials that aren't as aggressive as they used to be back in the day.
Not ruining your walls.
Yeah, so you can actually prime your walls properly, put the wallpaper up, and if it's done right by a professional wallpaper installer, then it will come down very easily.
Exactly.
It basically will just come down in sheets and your walls are good as new.
All right, Brittany, the part that I've been waiting for. So let's see, let's go through these books and see what is popping.
Well, first off is the A&D by Danica Andler. It's what we have here on the walls.
This, oh my God, this makes sense because of this beautiful apricot
It's
color.
so beautiful. She is an amazing artist. Everything she does is by hand. So she uses a lot of watercolor, a lot of...
So she paints?
She paints. She's an amazing artist. So she paints all of these and then they digitize her patterns or her artwork.
That is so cool.
And she turns it into a pattern. So she has such a wonderful variety of...
So let's see this book.
Yes.
I want to definitely dive into this Bollywood book.
Loving this. So this is Mind the Gap. And they kind of run the gamut. It's spread across a very...
I see a lot of geometric prints.
Geometrics, they do florals, they do a lot of kind of world traveling, kind of ethnic patterns.
Very global.
Very global.
Okay. And it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Brittany.
Thank you for stopping by.
taking us through all of these beautiful wallpaper coverings. I love it.
You're welcome.
And I really hope that Allured loves. I hope y'all will embrace wallpaper. Stop being afraid to commit to it. Look at the fun and the vibrancy that it'll bring into your home and into your lives. Whenever I introduce any of my out-of-town family and friends to the Old Metairie area of New Orleans, they're always blown away and surprised that such an area in the city exists. That's because when most people think of the city of New Orleans, they tend to think of the most popular cultural things that are often shown in the media. Bourbon Street, Canal Street, the French Quarter, our streetcars, and even our famous local cemeteries. But New Orleans, like many other cities, are filled with so many beautiful gems all throughout our greater metropolitan area. One of my favorite gems, or rather areas I love to shop in, is Metairie Road, in the prestigious and historic Old Metairie area. It's filled with a mixture of shops, restaurants, cafes, and of course, boutiques. My absolute favorite interior design firm and home decor boutique to visit in this area is none other than JADE. JADE is owned by Jennifer Rabelais, who's called the Old Metairie area home for many years. Jennifer and her design team complements the treasured history and antiques of New Orleans and our ties to Europe, including our early French settlers with lucite brass, gorgeous glam elements, clean lines, and comfortable upholstery, all found in JADE. Let's go take a look. Allured loves, I am super excited to tell y'all where I am today. I am with the lovely Jennifer Rabelais and Tina Lagasse of JADE. Okay, let me say this first so my audience knows. Whenever I come in JADE, I always feel like this is the store that I can be like, just take all my money. Because everything in here is gorgeous.
Most of the things that we buy to put in the store, we want for ourselves.
Yes.
So that helps us to narrow down the aesthetic. We buy what we love, and we try to buy quality, and we try to buy things that just spark a little bit of happiness and love, and really realize how important your house is, your surroundings are, your artwork, your pillows, how comfortable things are. Do you have a little reading nook? Do you have a comfy chair? Do you have a favorite? You know,
Yes.
are there different rooms in the house that you can all kind of have your own space?
Exactly. You want classic pieces. You want things that are going to last you for a lifetime, things that maybe you want to pass down, you know, or just things that are you're going to have like for years to come instead of trendier pieces that you're ultimately going to spend more money on.
Very good advice. I think, that really what is another thing we try to illustrate here with a more eclectic look is that we try to have it as curated as much as possible.
Yes.
Because
Good word.
you
Curated
have to
look.
really very thoughtfully buy your pieces, especially if you're investing in quality pieces,
Yes.
and mixing them in with maybe some pieces that you might not always keep, but it's a way to keep from going
Yeah.
to rooms to go and furnishing your whole
Yes.
house at once. And in 3 years, you're like,
Yeah.
why did I do that?
Exactly.
It definitely helps you put a little more thought into it.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I feel like we're recovering more pieces now, even.
Yeah.
And instead of where it was like, oh, throw this away, let's order a new sofa or a new chair.
Yeah.
They're, okay, they see the quality, let me upgrade and get a beautiful fabric
Beautiful
Yeah.
fabric
on that
it.
chair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it really becomes your
Repurpose it.
favorite. Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of change, I would love to see a tour of Jade and see all of the new pieces y'all have downstairs. So
We'd love to take you.
yeah, let's go see.
Let's go.
And cheers to
Cheers.
a great conversation about
Thank you,
interior
Tachic.
design, things that we love. So we have to talk about the showstopper on the showroom floor, this
Yes,
gorgeous
please.
chandelier. Soon as I walked in, I was like, oh my God, look at this piece. It is so gold, which I love because I am obsessed with gold. Gold is my metallic love language. So,
Agreed.
okay, so when y'all saw this at market, what was your immediate reaction?
I feel like we were a beacon to it. We just ran to it. What is that? I've never seen anything
was
before.
calling you.
It was calling
Very
us.
unique. Yes, exactly.
This is a showstopper. I love it. So let's, y'all have some upholstery pieces that are specifically for Jade, right?
We do.
Let's see these upholstery pieces.
Show her what we picked.
The whole showroom floor is absolutely gorgeous. So I love everything in here.
So, almost everything, all the upholstered pieces that you see in Jade can be ordered in other fabrics, other sizes. And so we really take pride in picking things for the showroom floor
Okay.
that are going to speak to a lot of people, work with a lot of different design styles.
Okay, Tachic, I've got to show you my favorite chair on the floor right now.
Okay.
I would love to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
A client asked me the other day, what's your favorite chair? And I said, this
These
is
are
it.
beautiful.
It
Okay.
works
Let's see.
for,
Oh, this is a conversation
This is
piece.
it.
This is like the perfect little reading nook.
you just sit here
Oh,
and
I
you put
like
your feet
this.
up.
Very comfortable.
So, cheers.
Cheers.
Jennifer and Tina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Allured loves. That's Jade. Metairie gave us a shopping day for the books, literally. The boutiques we visited touched on the ever-changing spirit of time that interior design has to offer. Our journey showed how old traditions can be modernized and paired with styles of the new, and how new features can fit cohesively in a finer classic setting. It's in with the new and in with the old. Finding a balance is key to interior design, and these designers are the creatives that help you level the scales. I'm Tachic Hickman-Piazza, and I'll catch you next time on Boutique Shopping Saturdays with Allured by Design.